everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pay Per Preview. I'm War Machine MJ.
With Rodimus Prime.
Mainstream Malcolm.
And we're going into the fire with NWA Into the Fire. That's right, we said NWA.
Yes. The National Wrestling Alliance has been on a resurgence the last few years with Billy Corgan taking over. And he's done a pretty damn good job with, reviving the NWA, the legendary status that is the National Wrestling Alliance.
That's kind of a hard job considering it was a joke at one point in time.
Yeah. I mean, same way with New Japan Pro Wrestling, for example, when Antonio Inoki was taking over. And how bad that was.
Yeah, but he had a boner for MMA fights. I'm serious.
Yeah. But anyway, we're not here to talk about New Japan. Into the Fire will be on pay-per-view on the Fight app also. And I think it was to the 7th where you could pre-order for $19.99 or something like that. But I think the pay-per-view is being priced at like $25, I believe.
$24.
It's not bad for a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's the price. The main event on the card is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, the 10 pounds of gold, Sweet Charlotte, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We'll talk more about that later. But let's just go ahead and start off with the first match. The question mark. Who? The
Karate!
Karate! Taking on Trevor Murdoch.
Question mark. What more can we say about him other than he's one of the goofiest characters in the NWA? They don't have a whole lot of goofy characters.
I got it. When we do our year in awards, Character of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, there we go. Superstar of the Year.
Yes.
Question mark.
Trevor Murdoch, he's been around the business for... I was shocked that he's been around 20 plus years.
Yeah, the only time I've seen Trevor Murdoch was when he was one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions with Lance Cade.
Yeah, I don't think they called him Raw Tag Team Champions, but he was a Tag Team Champion nonetheless.
Yeah, they were the World Tag Team Champions. Because
Yeah.
SmackDown had the WWE Tag Team Champions.
That was kind of weird though, but anyway, that was then, this is now. I think this should be, this should be an okay match. I want to pick Trevor Murdoch, but I cannot go against the question mark. This dude is just over like Rover. He is the highlight of the brand right now for as small as their roster is right now. I am going with the question mark.
Now, this won't count towards the 3-count series because you don't watch NWA.
Me? Yes.
You should watch it.
Listen, they're doing season 2. You know who's going to be on commentary? Stu Bennett.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
But yeah, you should watch Power.
No,
Yeah.
you definitely should.
And you really need to catch up. It's some good stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going with the question mark.
Karate!
Karate! Next match, we're going to have a women's tag team match. Now, as far as the women's division goes, they got some nice talent, but they also have a thin roster.
Let's just cut the bullshit. NWA has a thin roster.
Small.
Facts.
It's really small.
As far as the women's division goes, you're going to have the champion, Allison Kay, teaming up with Ashley Vox, taking on Melina.
Her first match in years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question, what do you think of those interviews that she's done?
Oh, she's killer. She's
Yeah.
dynamite in the ring.
And she's going to be teaming up with either Thunder Rosa or Marty Bell. Now, the backstory behind this, Marty Bell and Allison Kay were friends, but I guess Allison Kay was kind of throwing shade at her, kind of, turning her back against her. And then Thunder Rosa came out of nowhere.
Again, let's cut the bullshit. Allison Kay was throwing shade at everybody because she was throwing shade at Marty Bell, at
Ashley Vox.
Ashley Vox. She was throwing shade all around.
Well, true. I mean, she's been a champion for quite some time. Then Thunder Rosa came into the picture. Melina made it clear that she wants the women's championship from Allison Kay. Who do I think will team with Melina? I'm going to play, I guess, devil's advocate, whatever you want to call it. I'm picking Marty Bell.
I'm picking Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa's great.
Yes, those segments they had on her a couple weeks ago, I loved it.
Yeah, where she was going into the cage.
Yeah.
Into the cage.
It's not that. Who do you got winning this match?
Melina and I said Marty Bell, so Melina's team.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Melina and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Melina and Thunder Rosa.
Oh, so you're picking Thunder Rosa?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't watch the show, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I figured we'd give you a chance to
I
speak your
just picked
piece.
Melina because I haven't seen her wrestle in forever.
Yeah.
Well, you should watch NWA.
I will.
Subscribe to their YouTube channel.
I think I
The show comes on their Facebook page and their YouTube channel.
Alright.
You can either watch it live or in demand. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the next match is going to be Ken Anderson taking on...
Anderson.
Oh, jeez.
Holy shit.
Taking on Eli Drake. Let me talk at you.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even play that one.
Yeah.
I just,
Anyway, Eli Drake, you know, he's been kind of getting into the...
Anderson. I can't do it.
Eli Drake has been kind
Besides
of...
that, I know my breath stinks.
I mean, our breath.
Anyway,
Like, all of our breaths thing.
Drake has been kind of meddling into people's business.
He's
and
been
whatnot.
stirring the pot.
Yeah, basically stirring the pot.
Instigating, pretty much.
That too, however you want to twist it. And then Ken Anderson, he's...
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, we just waiting for it now.
he basically called out Eli Drake and said, look, if you want a challenge, your challenge is right here. Eli Drake hit him with a turnbuckle post.
Oh, you hit him with the turnbuckle wrench.
Yeah, and just laid him out. So, this should be a good one. Who I picked to win? Of course, I'm picking Eli Drake. Let me talk to you.
I was about to make an EA Games joke, but
Oh,
you know, EA Sports.
it's in the game.
There you go.
Anderson. Yeah, I'm going to pick Anderson on this one.
You're picking Anderson.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he
Well, the match could go either way.
he barely has had a match on
NWA.
NWA. Drake hasn't had a match on NWA.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
He's had probably like 1 or 2 matches. Other than that, he's just doing promos.
Yeah.
And don't forget that unaired match he had with Storm and...
How could I forget? They never showed it.
Exactly. Anyway.
Next, speaking of stuff, it's going to be a triple threat match for the NWA National Championship as Colt Boom Boom Cabana defends against Stroke Daddy Ricky Starks. Yes, I'll say it. And Aaron Stevens with his flush-colored tights.
Bruh.
Anderson!
Oh my god, bro. Who told Aaron Stevens to wear those flesh-colored tights? It literally looks like he's wrestling naked with purple knee pads and white boots. That's it.
So it just looks like he's just wearing knee pads and boots.
I mean, oh my god, bro. Every time I see this, I just... Like, bro, who did this? Why did Billy Corgan approve this?
Who's to say Billy Corgan approved it?
I think Billy Corgan probably just said, I don't care anymore.
I don't care, I'm too busy with my solo album.
Yeah.
Either way, this match should be probably a match of the night candidate, if not a match of the night candidate.
I don't know, this next one, we'll see.
Yeah, but, you know, here's the thing. Ricky Starks has promise in the NWA. Future champion, like Colt Cabana said. Colt Cabana could easily retain this title if he wanted. Aaron Stevens, I feel like he's going to find a way to win.
But you can't forget about his loyal companion, Karate!
Oh, yeah, the question mark. He might get involved. So, with that being said, I'm taking Aaron Stevens to get the win, steal the match, and become the new national champion.
I'm going to pick Ricky Starks.
Stroke Daddy.
Yeah, that's what he called himself when he first came in, the Stroke Daddy.
The Stroke Daddy.
Oh my god.
I said I wasn't going to say it, but I just said it.
Next will be for the NWA World Tag Team Championships as Rock and Roll Express.
The 9-time champions.
9-time. Defend against the Wild Cards. I forget the Wild Card's name. I want to call him
Royce
Bram.
Isaacs and Thomas Lattimore.
Thank you. I want to call him Bram, but he doesn't go by Bram.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
He's the Thomas Lattimore of the group.
Yeah.
Thomas Lattimore.
Anyway, if you watched Power, you saw that the Rock and Roll Express they had this feel-good story of where they won their 9th NWA World Tag Team Championship.
And Jim Cornette ruined the moment by jumping in the ring and celebrating with him. We're serious.
Well, they mentioned he has history. He's managed them. He's managed against them, so on and so forth. And he literally jumped in the ring like he was actually wrestling a match and won a championship.
He was just like, yeah.
And what made it so bad, Malcolm, he didn't even give the referee time to raise their hands.
Damn.
He just snatched the belts from them and
Yeah.
raised up their hands.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Ricky Morton got the crowd to chant 9 times. I was like, bro, we understand you're excited. We know these are your boys. You've been with them 30 plus years. But did you have to do all of that?
No, you didn't have to.
Like, bro.
We don't have to worry about
Anyway,
that.
this is a killer match, especially since what the Rock and Roll Express have been doing since coming back to the fold.
Yeah, flipping stuff.
Listen, they are the only active tag team that we know that is still going 30 to 40 plus years later, still kicking.
Yeah.
Question, what do you think about the wild cards?
Oh, I like the wild cards.
Okay.
They're a good calculating team. What's the scrawny guy's name?
Royce Isaacs?
Royce Isaacs. He's not that good on the mic though.
No. He sounds like one of those wannabe country boys.
He just started stammering when he was trying to describe himself.
Yeah. Now, Bram, I mean, we've seen Bram before. Or, I'm sorry, Thomas Lattimore. We've seen him before. We see how good he is on the mic.
Yeah, but he's got a Scottish accent to fall back on.
True. I mean, that's legit, so.
It's like Drew McIntyre. He could be an absolute shit when it comes down to promo, but he's got an accent to fall back on.
True.
Yeah.
True. All that being said, I think the feel-good story has to continue. I'm taking the Rock and Roll Express.
Seconded. I'm going to take Rock and Roll.
Yes.
Rock and roll.
And finally, as Rodimus said in the main event, it will be a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. It will be the National Treasure Nick Aldis defending against Sorry About Your Damn Luck, James Storm.
Yes, the Cowboy James Storm is on the mission. He said he's going for the killer whale known as Nick Aldis, because Nick Aldis, he basically said that Nick doesn't defend the championship, and he's been ducking and dodging him for a long time. Now, they had an unaired match where he won a #1 contenders triple threat match with him, Ken Anderson, and Eli Drake. And he feels like Billy Corgan and the NWA has a conspiracy against him to keep him from being champion.
Oh no, it goes further than that.
Yeah.
Because I think it was at one of the other promotions they were borrowing airtime from, where he pinned...
Oh, where they had that pop-up show.
Yeah, that pop-up show. He pinned Aldis clean in the middle of the ring and for the championship, and didn't count.
Yeah. So again, he says that Billy Corgan and the company has a conspiracy against him. And then there's a lot of stuff tied into this.
Yeah. First, we'll go over who... Because they picked their own referees for the individual falls.
Yes.
James Storm has picked Brian Hebner.
And Nick Aldis has picked his former foe, Tim Storm. And then...
The wild card, as we should say.
Camille.
Who is Nick Aldis's silent insurance policy.
Yeah. And they keep just nagging this story of why has she not been around him, why doesn't she speak, etc., etc. And it's just, I feel like she could really play a factor in this.
But a gal that looks that good doesn't need to say a damn word.
No. She, like I told this guy, she is pretty, but she look like she'll whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Beat you up.
Yeah, she'll look like she'll break a bitch.
Yeah. You ain't even gotta say nothing. You should just be like, you want this smoke?
She just gives you that look like, oh shit, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, she's kind of playing her own strings at this one because.
What you say, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Because a couple weeks ago, she cost James Storm the national title to Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
Then, while he was ranting and raving on giving an interview, she whispered something in his ear, and all he responded with was, "Sorry about your damn luck,"
and just walked off. So the question is, what did she say to Storm? What kind of role will she play in this match?
And who is she playing for? Aldis or herself?
Well, all this said, regardless of what happens, she will still be his insurance policy. She will have the night off, but she will still get paid. But I still say she's going to interfere in the match. Now, I was listening to a podcast where this person said that she could be the referee for the third fall. Because he was kind of twisted on who he wanted to win.
Yeah.
On one hand, he said that Storm could win. And then on the other hand, he said Aldis could win. But Camille could be the referee for the third fall.
Yeah,
That would be very interesting.
that is an interesting point.
Because eventually it's going to go to 3 falls.
Oh yeah, they don't tease a third fall unless they're going to go to it.
Yeah.
Or unless you're like WWE, let's just skunk somebody in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, that's how they did Ricky Starks and Aaron Stevens.
Yeah.
Aaron Stevens got beat in like 15 seconds in the first fall.
Damn.
Yeah, that's because Aaron Stevens feigned an injury and question mark took out Ricky Starks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at least, it was a little bit of legitimacy behind it.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking about, I think it was Revival Usos.
Yeah.
They skunked out the Revival in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Anyway, who do you go with on this one?
Oh, man. I was debating long and hard about this.
You're
And-
debating while you're masturbating, okay?
No, I was not. Anyway, this match can go either way. I mean, it's kind of tough on who I want to win. But I just have this gut feeling that Tim Storm is going to cost Nick Aldis the championship, and James Storm will be your new world champion. And I could see him, Camille, and Tim Storm forming some type of alliance. Maybe.
Call them the perfect storm because they're both named Storm.
Yeah. I mean, that's just my assumption of how I see things as far as this match goes. But I feel like Tim Storm is going to turn on Nick Aldis, and James Storm will be your new world heavyweight champion.
I say James Storm is going to win because Camille is going to screw Aldis out of the belt.
Yeah.
And
They're going to... Oh, go ahead.
And the only thing Storm is going to have to say while he holds that belt is, I'm the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and sorry about your damn luck.
Yeah, because of course they're going to do the obvious referee bumps, but Camille's going to find her way into the match. I mean, this match is going to be quite the compelling match. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. But I'm going to say James Storm.
Yeah, this entire pay-per-view, it just reeks of greatness.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it could make our list for pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
It could.
Definitely. So, James Storm's is... We're all going James Storm across the board?
Yup.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you saying yeah? You don't watch the product.
I'm saying yeah anyway because I can.
You need to watch the product,
I know.
bitch.
You bitch.
Anyway, that is our preview for NWA's Into the Fire.
That is a great song, by the way.
I can't get it out of my head.
Listen, when I first heard that song, when this show first came on, I literally listened to that song like 3 times in one day.
It took about week 5 for me to be like, all right, I need to listen to the song, get it out of my head.
Yeah.
And-
The first couple days, I was like, I love this.
And I get out of my head for that week. Then NWA pops up again, and I'm just like, here we go again.
Just put in some headphones and just listen to something else. That's what I would do.
But that song is awesome, though.
The song's good. It's just once I hear it, it's
In your
stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And I'll just randomly go, into the fire,
Ah, fuck.
I'm falling again.
And I've actually sung that song to myself at work, too. So, I mean, I can't help the song is great.
Yeah, so that being said, he has a podcast where you don't get to see his ugly face. I almost forgot to plug your podcast.
Yeah. Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime on the Castbox app. Episode 20 up today. As of this recording, episode 21 will be up on Thursday.
Yep. That being said, I'm War Machine MJ.
With Rodimus Prime.
And Mainstream Malcolm.
We'll see you guys next time.